Anthony Hartwig here with a Canfield softball player profile. We've heard from the ace in the circle. Now we get to hear from the girl that gets to catch her all season, Leah Figueroa, sophomore out of Canfield. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you.
So we in the intro we said it. I mean, you get to catch Melina Toth, and you've caught her now for 2 seasons. Well, a season and a half.
Mhm.
What's it been like to be able to work with a pitcher that is obviously so high level, and what's it been like to be able to work right next to her?
It's an amazing experience because coming in as a freshman last year, it was a lot of getting used to, but me and Milena work very well together, and it's just a great experience, and I have a good bond with her.
I mean, obviously last year you didn't come in surprised that she was that good. It was well established. What were some of your, thoughts when you were given that opportunity to be the starting catcher as a freshman, catching someone that you already knew was as good as she was?
I felt very honored to catch someone like her because of how good she is and successful she is.
Talk about building the relationship with your pitcher and the whole staff and what that's been like, and obviously from freshman to sophomore year, how you've grown as a relationship between the two.
Honestly, me and Milena, we clicked instantly because we have a bond like no other. I get her, she gets me. We both know each other like back to back.
Since we're talking about your freshman season, you had such a successful year, both on defense and at the plate. Now you come into the sophomore year, and you kind of, you got to back it up. You have to go up against teams that know you a little bit more and have a little bit more of a book on you. How has it been trying to back up the success that you had last year?
I'm kind of building off of what I did last year. I've been working hard in the off season and just, with the winter workouts with my team and just adjusting from last year.
What were some things that you worked on in the off season to get better at, and you wanted to see yourself improve from freshman to sophomore year?
I've been going hitting. I've been playing with my travel team in the fall, and we've been just doing a lot. And especially for high school season, we've been going to YSU and playing some like scrimmages and everything. So that definitely helped.
When you think of things that you set as a goal for this year, things that you wanted to get accomplished before your sophomore season was over, what were some things that were on that list?
I definitely thought with my catching, like my transfers, like getting quicker, and definitely since I was a freshman and I'm still young, but I'm still trying to like learn new things and like build on from that.
When you talk Canfield softball, everyone talks about the rivalry you guys have with Fitch. You've had it for the last 2 years. Guys were able to get a win this time around in the last game you played them. What was that like? You got the big hit. We had you on the show the next day to talk about it. You've had a couple of days down and let that sink in that you were able to get that win. What does that do for your confidence in your going forward in this season?
It builds my confidence, but playing against Fitch is such a good like experience and everything and it's just like fun to play because all my best friends play on Fitch, and it's just like fun to play against each other, and it was like that.
When we talk about team goals, obviously the biggest one is to get back to that state championship. You guys were there last year, fell just a little bit short of Talmadge. As a freshman, what was it like getting in that stage? And if you guys are lucky enough to get all the way back there, what kind of things did being there teach you last year that you're going to take into that opportunity if you get it again this year?
Learning off of last year, we're definitely going to work hard and strive to win and get back to where we wanted to be. We had a lot of great team chemistry, and we all like build off of each other's confidence, so that definitely helped to get there.
Did you ever once feel like as a freshman that the stage was too big? I mean, were you ever overly nervous, or were you just ready to go in these big games at Firestone Stadium?
Honestly, coming into freshman year, I definitely think it was very like pressured on me because I was just like getting used to the girls and everything. So it was definitely a good like experience.
All right, we have our good friend and someone that's called plenty of your games, Ty Bartelli, is going to be joining us to ask you a couple of questions as well. Ty, how are we doing today, man?
I'm doing good too, and I've been wanting to ask her this question since the game against Austin Town, but Mother Nature kind of prevented me from asking it too. Talk about just the ice in your veins, young lady. I mean,
Right.
that's a huge hit. That's a huge win for your team, confidence wise. What was it like for you too after getting that hit? Where's your confidence level at now?
It's pretty high, but like I said, it's fun playing against Sydney Watts because she's an amazing pitcher. But it was definitely like, even I'm not gonna lie, even in like my past like at bats, it was I had a struggle because I was striking out and everything. But I definitely just thought I just got up to the bat and I was like, score tied, like 2 strikes on me, 2 outs, run on third. I was like, I gotta put the bat on the ball.
We talked to Melena though. Since we're back on that game, this we when we talked to Melena, she talked about how you'll take the win for sure, but at the same time, with a runner on third, 2 outs, competitors in you want to finish that game, want to get that last out, want to get that last strike. How did you balance the obviously celebrating the win with also like almost as a competitor, being a little bit sour that you couldn't go out there and literally finish it?
Yeah, I definitely thought that we could have at least done one more strike and the game would have been a win. But like I said before, a win is a win. It was
Right. You'll take it.
yeah, take whatever we can get.
I'm interested in your progression as a catcher too, because it seems like from last year to this year too. I mean, not that you weren't good last year, you were good
Mm.
last year, but it seems like you really put work on the defensive side of softball too. Talk to me about the work that went in the off season too, and what you're seeing pan out on the field.
I've definitely been working. I've been like going to the gym and I've been like getting stronger and fixing my mentality and all that stuff. So
All right, so now that we've gotten to know you on the field, let's start to know you a little bit in the classroom. What are some of the things that you're taking? Some of the classes that you enjoy? Some of the things that you like studying?
I take geometry, biology. I would say that math is my favorite subject, and ELA.
With math being your favorite, what are some of the ones that you think you have to work a little bit harder at, or things that maybe don't come as natural to you? So when you get good grades in that class, you know that you really put in the time for.
Definitely studying and like going over things that I need to work on.
Explain to me what this Canfield culture is like too, as not only an athlete but as a student too, because it seems like such a close knit, tight community. No matter the team, no matter whatever the organization is, what is it about Canfield too that makes it so nice playing there?
Definitely the education there and the like athletics. It's very good. Their teaching is very like good as well, and just the sports. Yeah.
Leah, you play a lot of softball, in the fall with the travel, in the summer with travel, high school. What do you do to get away from it when you need to? What do you do to give your mental when yourself a mental break when you need it?
I definitely spend some like alone time. I like to do things at home. I like to hang out with my friends and just give myself like a breather.
What's your favorite off day, activity? The thing that you when you know you're off from softball, what's the one thing that you can always do on that off day to help you relax?
Um, I definitely like come home. I like to clean. It like relaxes me. I'm such a very organized person, and I like to like, just hang out at home, watch movies, and hang out with my friends.
What's the last movie that you've seen?
Ooh, um, I haven't went. I haven't watched the last one. It was Two Waves. It's like a movie on Netflix.
Give
It's
it a
all good.
rating out of 10. What's the Leah Figueroa stamp on it? Watch, no watch. What are we?
I'm gonna say it's a 7.
7 out of 10. All right, so might be
Yeah.
for some people. Yeah.
I don't know if many people would like it, but
Fans, they come for the softball, they stay for the
no.
movie. They stay for the movie reviews. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of your favorite off the field memories with this team that you've been able to make so far in your first 2 years.
Off the field, I'd say our team went out to dinner and everything, and especially at Myrtle Beach, we all went like out to breakfast. We all hung out at the beach and everything. But Myrtle Beach was definitely a good like fun time for the team to bond.
All time favorite team meal is?
Ooh, we had Pazookies last year. It was good.
Mm.
You know the ties with that for sure. Let's
Mhm.
talk about too. I mean, you talk about that Myrtle Beach trip a little bit more in depth. That's the second time now you've gotten to personally be a part of it with this team. A lot of people say that, and a lot of players that go down there say it's not only a bonding experience, but it's just nice being able to get that kind of game, that many games, and against some good competition. What did your personal takeaway with it?
It was good. Like people said, it's good competition, and like especially with the weather too, that definitely helped because I like playing in warmer weather because I want to go down south for college and everything. But it's definitely, I think the warm weather helps, but not only that, there's good competition.
What are you looking for in a college when you're doing the recruitment process?
Oh,
What can a college or a coach offer to you that you would really be interested in?
I definitely, like I said, down south, I like the warm weather area and good coaching as well.
What would do you have like a dream college, or are you just going to be open-minded going forward?
Well, I do have a few options, but my top college, I think, is Coastal Carolina.
All right. So a little bit down south. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be nice to be a Chanticleer.
Mhm.
Get to teach people what a Chanticleer is. You know,
Mhm.
and you guys got to go see them at Myrtle Beach, right?
We went to go watch a game.
What was that like to be able to take in like a D1 softball game as a team and to be able to kind of pick the brain of college softball and to try to see it live and maybe take some things that you can use in your actual game?
Yeah, I definitely loved watching the girls. There was definitely some things that we looked at the players as a team and we thought, like, looked at our positions and saw what they did for us to look at for ourselves to improve.
Talking about the position of catcher, when did you start finding yourself into that position, or was there a journey, or was it always catcher from the start?
Well, honestly, I started playing t-ball or like softball when I was 5, and I wasn't really like all catcher. And then for my travel team one year when I played for Scott Monell FP Select, um, they needed a catcher, an extra catcher, and Kylie Folkewine was on my team. And I stepped up, and I just honestly fell in love with it.
Yeah, we have to ask about the relationship with you and Kylie because she talked about you quite a bit in her interview. So
Mhm.
I want to get your take on it, what it's been like to go through the softball journey with her, and what it's like to be rivals in the high school realm as well.
She's definitely one of my best friends. We've been there for each other. And also for like travel softball, we both play for the Duke organization. So we travel together and it's just a lot of fun, like spending time with my best friend and getting to see her. And playing against Fitch, like we both like to like tag at each other, like when we're catching and I'm catching and she's up to bat, we both like to tease each other. So
How
it's fun.
far does the conversations go with one another about your craft with catcher too? Do you guys kind of bounce things off of one another too?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how similar do you think your catching styles are, but with you and Kylie?
Kylie's an amazing catcher. She has amazing athletic ability, but she has a strong arm. She's good at blocking. She's good at everything.
Shocker.
What's
Yeah, basically every game.
what's the go-to dugout snack or
Yes.
drink for Aaliyah Figueroa?
Oh, Cheez-Its and a Nutri-Grain bar, and then a Gatorade or water.
Is it like regular Cheez-Its, or are we going like a fancy flavor with that one?
No, they're regular. They're regular.
Regular.
Yeah.
Now, if you could only have that one snack for the rest of your career, would it still be Cheez-Its? Like that's it. That's all I'm going with.
Yeah, probably. I ate them at we have like a little snack bag at softball practice, so we like to go in.
What's your favorite kind of hype music? If you had a walk-up song, what would it be?
Definitely the one I have now, Fancy by Drake. I'm a big Drake fan, so I like to add the swag to it.
What do you think your walk-up song says about you? When people come to a game and they hear it and they see you walk up, what do you want them to know just by your song?
Um, in Fancy, it has like hair done, nail done, everything did. Like, I can play on the field, but also like outside of softball, I'm like fancy. Like I go out and get dressed and everything. It's part of what I like doing.
She looks good, feels good, plays good. That's it.
Exactly. Yep.
Right?
They're saying with Caitlin Clark, do both, right? I mean, do
Yep.
both. Let's talk about two superstitions. You got any being a catcher? Do you have any softball superstitions that maybe if you're in a funk too, what do you do to get out of it?
Um, I don't know. I like when I'm like in a hitting slump or something. I always think that I need to like hit off the tee or something like that. And that's honestly really it, I think.
All right, this is something I also asked Melina because your coach is quite the character. So, with Mike Kernan, we love him.
Mhm.
What teammate do you think could give the best impression of Coach Kernan?
Oh, I definitely think Macy Kalina.
What's your
And
favorite Kernan quote?
My favorite what?
Kernan
Kernan
quote.
quote.
Get the bat on the ball.
Nice, simple. I like
Simple.
it. We gotta let one more go before we get you out of here, and it's something that we asked all the softball players so far this year. What are your softball icks? We're keeping a tally.
Oh, softball icks. Playing with your hair down,
Mm.
knees like showing, like the socks. I think that's kind of it. I think.
The tally is now 2 for hair down, 2 for neavage, and 2 for visors showing the ears. So
Oh yes, that
we
was.
have a 3-way tie.
That's
Leah, before we let you go, we do want to give you the time to take the spotlight off yourself for a minute and thank the people that always have your back, your support system, anyone that you want to give a shout out to. We're going to give you the time to do so.
I give a shout out to both of my parents. They have done everything for me and helped me get to where I need to be, and they created the person I am today. So I definitely am very proud of my parents, and I hope they're proud of me as well.
All right, Leah, we're proud of you at YSN, that's for sure. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.